The live session today is about the claiming points in general skill migrations, which is 189, 190, and 491. Let's wait for some more people to join in, and then we'll start our live session today. Hi everyone, my name is Suman K C. I'm a registered migration agent of Aussizz Group Sydney City branch. The live session today is about the claiming points in the general skill migrations, which is 189, 190, and 491. We have been doing this live session from our registered migration agents on different topics. We chose this topic today because we are now almost at the end of the financial year, and all the states are reviewing their migration program for the next financial year. So we are waiting for the updates from each states and regarding the criteria and the occupation list. So while we are waiting for the outcome, so waiting for the updates, we can discuss about the point system about the general skill migrations today. You are welcome to leave your questions during the sessions, and at the end of the sessions, we'll try our best to answer your questions. So first step in the general skill migration is having a positive skill assessment. Your skill assessment will be based on your qualifications or experience, or sometimes both qualification and experience. After having a positive skill assessment, then you will need to lodge an expression of interest, which is EOI. In the EOI stage, you will calculate your points on the various categories like age, English, score, work experience, relationship status, etc. So most of these categories are at the time of invitation requirements, and some of them are at the time of decision requirements as well. So this will be our main focus today. So if your points score is less than the points that you were invited, your visa will be refused. So it is very important that you make sure you have correctly claimed the points, and also understand at the time of invitation requirements and also at the time of decision requirements. So now let's go to each categories that gives the points in 189, 190, and 491 visas. The first category is about the age. So you will get the points based on your age. So if you are between 18 to 24, you get 25 points, 25 to 32, 30 points, 33 to 39, 25 points, and 42, 44, 15 points. So age is at the time of invitation criteria. For example, if you were 32 years old when you get invited and you are still waiting for the visa, and now you are on 33 years old, your points is not going to change. Department will look at your age at the time of you got the invitations, not at the time of decision. So, and to apply the general skill migrations, at the time of invitations, you must be under the 45 years old. Okay. So second category is about your English score. You will get the points based on your English score. So if you get the competent English, which is 6.8, you'll get 0 points. For the proficient English, 7.8, you'll get the 10 points. And for the superior English, which is 8.8, you'll get the 20 points. So English score must be within the last 3 years at the time of invitation. So this is again at the time of invitation criteria. So if you have got the score as mentioned before at the time of invitations, and it expired after the invite while waiting for the visa, your points is not going to change because the criteria is at the time of invitation. Even though you are getting the 0 points from the competent English, you must have at least a competent English in order to lodge the general skill migration. Now, the third category is about the skill employment, and you will get the points based on the number of work experience. For example, with the Australian experience, if you have 1 to 3 years of experience, you get the 5 points. 3 to 5 years of experience, you get the 10 points, and 5 to 8 years of experience, you get the 15 points, and 8 to 10 years of experience, you get the 20 points. And with the overseas experience, 3 to 5 years of experience will give you the 5 points, and 5 to 8 years of experience will give you the 10 points. 8 to 10 years of experience will give you the 15 points. The maximum points you can claim under this category is 20 points. Your experience has to be in the nominated skill occupations or in the closely related occupations. your employment must be at the skill level. And to determine it, to find out, department will check your deemed date of your skill assessment and the information available in the NG score and all other information like employment records and references. And also, the work has to be at least 20 hours per week. So if you say if you have been working like 15 hours per week, then you are not eligible to claim the work experience. So, and also it does not has to be continuous, and it does not has to be with the same employer. So you can combine the multiple employer as long as you are working 20 hours in the skill level, and it has to be paid as well. So any work that is unpaid, volunteer, placement, etc., won't be counted towards the work experience. But any period of leave on a full pay, you will be counted as for the work experience requirements. So this is at the time of invitation criteria. For example, if you have started a job in your occupations, and after some months, if you change or you quit the job and you forget to stop the time in your EOI, then EOI will give you the points, automatically give you the points. So sometimes you might get the invitations as soon as your EOI gets updated, then you will not have a valid 5 points from the work experience because you did not stop the time that you did not work. Or maybe if you work also, you did not have at least 20 hours every week. So if that is the case, then you will need to pause the time in the EOI. And then once you resume your work, or once you resume your 20 hours, then you can start the time. So most of the visas are refused due to incorrectly claiming the points or not having a sufficient of evidences like payslip, bank statement, super, or income statement from the ATO. And the fourth category is about the education. So depending upon your level of educations, the department will give you the points. For example, for the doctorate degree, you will get 20 points. For the bachelor and master degree, you will get 15 points. And for the diploma, you will get 10 points. The points will be awarded for the highest qualification only. You can't combine the education and get the points. So let's say, for example, if you have a bachelor and master, you can't get the 15 points and 15 points. So you can only get the points for the higher qualification, which is for the 15 points only. So this is at the time of invitation criteria again. So at the time of invitation criteria, if you have the required qualifications, and you get the points accordingly. So another fifth category is about the Australian study. So if you have studied any degree, diploma, or trade qualification in Australia, which is CRICUS register for 92 weeks, and you have completed that course in 16 months, you'll get 5 points. And another category is about the special education. So you get the 10 points if you have completed 2 years of master degree by research or doctorate degree, which is PhD, in the science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and information and communication technology. So your qualification has to be one of the STEM specialization with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics background. So another category is about the NATI. So applicant can get the 5 points by doing the NATI. So if at the time of invitations, if you have passed the community language credential, which is CCL, you will also get the 5 points. And another category is about the Australian professional year, which is commonly known as PY. So you will get the 5 points if you have completed professional year relevant to your nominated occupations in the last 4 years. So currently there are 3 PY programs. They are IT, engineer, and accountants. This is also at the time of invitation criteria. Another category is about the regional study. You will get the 5 points if you completed your study in the designated regional area of Australia. Most of the locations of Australia are outside of the major cities of Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. They are classified as a designated regional area for the migration purpose. So to get the 5 points under this category, you must complete your whole course in the regional, and location of campus must be in the regional. You must live and study in the regional area during the entire duration of your study. So last one is about your relationship status. So at the time of invitation, if you are single, you get 10 points. If you have a partner with complete English, you get the 5 points. Or if you have a partner with competent English and also the skill assessment, you get the 10 points. So this is the at the time of invitation criteria and also the at the time of decision criteria as well. So for example, if you are single at the time of invitations and while waiting for the visa grant, if you decide to get married, then your points will be changed. However, if your partner had a English and a skill assessment at the time of your invitation, your points will be the same. So therefore, it is very important that you understand the at the time of invitation requirements and at the time of decision requirements. So now, thank you for listening me. So now I can take your questions. If you have any questions, you can comment your questions, and I'll go through it. Okay, so I have got a question from Rohan. So for the skill assessment, should I mention the research done in India? For the skill assessment, should I mention the research done, master done? Yes, definitely. You should mention all the qualifications relevant to your nominated occupations. You should mention in the skill assessment. So Suman K C is asking, do I need to work 20 hours every week for 52 weeks to claim 5 points? What if I work around 48 weeks, 20 hours in a year? Okay, so yeah, you need to work at least 20 hours every week, which is for 52 weeks to claim the 5 points. So let's say like you have only work for 48 weeks, then you need to work 4 more weeks before you claim the 5 points. So I have got the Bal Singhs. I have a 10 years experience as an electrical engineer. So is it I guess it is a offshore offshore experience. So if you have got the 10 years of experience, let me just go to the table. So for the 8 to 10 years of experience, you can get the 15 points, but still, so electrical engineering, yes, so 15 points. So with the Engineers Australia, so they will not deduct your experience, but if they deduct, then after the skill assessment, we can tell how many years of experience you can apply. So I'll just take the questions from the Facebook and see if I have any. Okay, so Parth Chaudhary, can you please tell me about the Gold Coast? Should I available to put PR or not in cookery? Okay, so Gold Coast is in the Queensland. So if you work there for if you have a 6 months of full time, you can apply for the 190. Or if you have a 3 months of full time job, you can apply for the 491. But I still encourage you to wait. Still suggest you to wait for the next financial year for the more details to come. So Jalia, can I claim safe casual working hours during the study when I apply for the WA 190? So are you talking about the points claim or? Okay, so to claim the points, you can only claim the points after your study finished. Okay. Will I get 10 points for the skill assessment? So can you tell, like, are you talking about your as a secondary applicant or the primary applicant? Uttam Rana? Okay, Jalia, I have answered your questions. To claim the points, you can only claim the points after you finish your study. I have already submitted my UI for 190. How much chance there? Okay, so Nami, can you tell which state you are talking about? And also the occupation page. Okay, RN 80 points, WA. All right. So registered nurse currently on a critical list. So we have been, even in NSW, we have been, getting invited for the 85 points. So 80 points is a decent, points. So you might be getting invitations, but I encourage you to, do the NATI or increase your points by doing the PT8. But it's still a good chance. But I recommend you to do the increase the points. Okay, Uttam is saying primary applicant. So let me see his previous comment. So you are not going like, doing the skill assessment is not going to give you the points. It will make you the eligible to apply for the UI, right? So as a secondary applicant, if you have a skill assessment, then she can give you the 5 points. Okay, guys, do you have any more questions? Okay, so if you have any questions, you can directly book a consultation with me or any of the registered migration of Aussizz group, or you can email me at the sydney@aussizgroup.com, and we have our office in Parramatta and Sydney. You can come for the face-to-face consultation, and in Sydney CBD, our office is at Suite 2, Level 1, 350 Candy Street. And also our office in the Parramatta is on Level 2, 2400 Street, Parramatta. So I'll just quickly go once again and see the platform, and then if I have any questions. $75 points, invitation for the cook, 491, probably the 491. For the 190, you need to scroll a bit more. Okay, thank you for listening me. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can contact me on Sydney@aussizgroup.com, or you can book a face-to-face consultation with me and or any other migration agent of Aussizz Group. Okay, thank you for listening me. Have a great weekend.